The world is watching as the United States and Mexico have come to a dramatic agreement relating to the surge of migrants attempting to cross the US-Mexico border. Analysts have warned that the deal could further overwhelm those cities already struggling to cope. Under the agreement, Mexico will continue to accept migrants from Venezuela, Haiti, Cuba, and Nicaragua that are turned away from the US. This agreement marks a shift in the US and Mexico's policies on migration, one that is expected to pile on more pressure for border cities already facing huge migrant populations. The US has also responded to this surge by ending the pandemic-era policy known as Title 42, allowing authorities to quickly return migrants to Mexico. In the long run, this could mean the US is relying on Mexico to take in more people from outside of its borders. At the same time, President Biden is facing pressure from Republican lawmakers to address the migrant surge at the southern border. This has already led to an increase of 1,500 active duty troops being sent to the border. Conditions in Mexico are worsening, with reports of extortion and violence from criminals, as well as abuse from authorities. A fire at a detention center in Ciudad Juarez in March killed 40 migrants. In order to address the crisis, President Biden is also introducing regional processing centers in Latin America to screen migrants who could be eligible for entering the U.S. legally, as well as family reunification programs for those from Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. However, the situation remains complex. Thousands of migrants are on the move from Panama and Colombia's deadly Darien Gap, headed for Mexico and the U.S. The number of these migrants have increased exponentially from the same period of 2022, and tensions continue to mount. The US-Mexico border situation is a humanitarian crisis, and both countries are trying to resolve it together. However, without extensive solutions, it is possible that it could lead to an even greater increase in migrant struggles and tensions between both countries. We urge the US government, along with Mexico, to work together to protect migrants and ensure their safety during this difficult time. It is important that the two countries come up with a plan that prioritizes the well-being of all people involved and upholds the human rights of migrants. We must not forget that this is an issue of humanity, and we must strive to ease the plight of all those affected.